Get out of that group over at RCR, what they can accomplish.
M&M's Mars, one of the longest standing sponsors in the sport, announced at the beginning of the year they weren't going to continue on. So Joe Gibbs Racing, Kyle Busch, they want to do something special for them for the final 2 races. Obviously with Halloween coming up this weekend, a big M&M's push.
Pretty interesting. Look how high he is in the corner. Like he is looking. We just talked about it. That's what he's doing. He's looking to say, how can I navigate this? Right? He's not right on the curb. Joey Logano right in front of him leaves on the curb, enters on the curb. Kyle Busch trying something a little different. Look how much higher he is now to the curb. But even on exit, look, he doesn't go to the bottom.
He ain't liking that either. We talked about the car cutting and turning and be able to turn and get back to that curb and come straight up off the bottom. His car is sliding up the track, not turning back down the racetrack right there, losing time to the 22 on corner exit because he can't go to the throttle until the car does rotate. A little bit better line there, tidy around that apron, but he's having to be more patient, probably more patient than he'd like to be, to get it to do that.
Yeah, I think he was doing it on purpose. I think he was up there looking to see, can I make this work?
I'll tell you what's surprising is everything that these drivers are doing now with this new car. You would think Martinsville, you're constantly focused on steering and being tight on the corner. But now you're throwing shifting in there too. I mean, Junior, how much much more difficult is it that now you're shifting in the middle of every turn?
Anytime you take your hands off the steering wheel at an oval, you know, it's just unnatural. Now these guys, I say it's unnatural for me. These guys are well used to it at this point in the career, or at this point in the season. They've all told us it's almost second nature now. But anytime you got your hand off the wheel at an oval, and you're doing another activity, obviously it affects your ability to understand how far you can take the car into the corner, braking, how quickly, you can get the car to roll through the center. It affects the corner. But the more that you do it, the more practice you get doing it, the more you understand it. I don't think it's probably an issue now, but I know when they first came here earlier this year, and they went out there and were shifting, they were like, what are we doing? This ain't no good. But now, it's just common, so common to them to be shifting on tracks.
I remember going, doing some tests at different racetracks thinking, hey, let's try to downshift. And I'm like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that, And now it's just what you do.
Both groups of practice, Group A and Group B. Fastest in Group A was Ryan Blaney. Fastest in Group B, Denny Hamlin, the 5-time winner here.